Welcome everyone to a new tactics video on my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you the best way to play with the national team of the USA. All in my opinion, of course, based on my own playstyle at this moment in FC24. I'm going to show you the best formation, lineup, tactics and instructions, but before I begin I would really like you to ask a favor, drop a like in the video. It will be really helpful for me and my channel to grow. And if you're new to the channel and want to find your way back really easy, make sure that you are subscribed with notifications on. And if you'd like to buy a jersey for yourself or maybe for someone else, make sure that you check out the link in the description to Google Shop. They sell amazing quality jerseys and yeah, they are really cheap. I got a few of them myself, as you can see here, and I'm really happy with them. And I would not recommend it if I wasn't 100% happy with it. So if you want to buy some, check out the website and use discount code MARK for 12% extra off. Alright, the national team of the USA is always nice to play with, because I know from the last few years, and I made videos about this team, is that they always have really nice spacey players, fast players, and that is what I like. And also this year we have lots of pace in this team. The slowest player is this one, McKennie, 76 pace, and that is still pretty fast for a central defensive midfielder. So I was really happy to play with this team, and yeah, as you already saw in the highlights that I showed you, is I faced only 5-star teams. I showed you highlights from 2 matches, but I played I think about 8 matches, and there was one 4-star team. All the others were 5-star teams. I won all of them, and with this formation, and yeah, with a 4-star team winning from 5-star teams with a 4-star, or yeah, in the same division, I need to say, that is really satisfying. I can say that. All right, let's start with the formation. It's a 4-2-3-1 narrow formation. I'm using Turner as the goalkeeper. Dest is my right defender. I'm using Skelly and Robinson as the center backs. By default, there are some other players as center back. That is Ream was there, and the other one was Zimmerman. But both are really slow. So I replaced them for more pacey players. And if you're just looking at the defensive stats, it doesn't matter that much. Both are not really good at defending, not really better than these two guys. And the pace is having so much extra, in my opinion, that you have fast players then compared to the defensive and the physical stats is, yeah, that I choose for these two guys. If you want to go a bit to the, yeah, in the middle, then you can also choose Carter Vickers. He has 75 pace, so he's really not slow for a center back. That is pretty nice. And his defensive and physical stats are better than these two guys. But I choose the pace. But if you want to play with Carter Vickers, then feel free to do that. There is another Robinson. We have 2 Robinsons. I'm playing him on the left side. And then we have Adams and McKennie playing as the most defensive midfielders. Adams is playing in a defensive role and McKennie more like a box-to-box player. He has the high work rates, so that is really good for box-to-box player, of course, and all his stats are pretty all-round. This is a pretty all-round player, so that is nice to have in the role that he is playing. And this guy is more defensive orientated, medium attacking work rate, high defensive, so, and also his stats are saying that he is more defensive than attacking, as you can see. So pretty nice balance, these two guys. Then I'm choosing Musa on the right side. I was doubting a bit about this because he's not really a right winger. He is a right wing back, and he is or a central midfielder. But he has 85 pace, which is pretty nice. And yeah, his dribbling and passing are okay. Shooting, if you are looking at the stats, not really good. But he surprised me. I think he scored the most goals for me from all the players. So he really surprised me, and I played him on the right side of the attacking midfield. Reina, I think he's called. Yeah, he's playing as the central, in the center of the midfield. He is not the fastest, 77 pace, but if you're playing in the middle of the field as an attacking midfielder, that is enough for me. Passing is nice, dribbling is nice, skill moves 4 is good. Weak foot is a bit of disappointing, only 2 stars. He's right-footed, so keep that in mind if you're playing with him. Make sure that you're doing the things with his right feet. So if you are shooting, if you are from the left side and you want to shoot, make sure that you use the finesse shot. And if you are going from the right side, make sure that you do a Trivela shot. He doesn't have the Trivela play style, but it's better than with his left feet shooting. So if you keep that a bit in mind, you can also do that with passing, of course, Trivela passing. And yeah, then you should be fine with this guy. On the left side, I choose Weah, 85 pace, pretty good. All his other stats, only dribbling is also pretty good. Not really good, but pretty good. Shooting, passing is not the best, of course, but we don't have really good alternatives. We have Pepe, Sargent as strikers, but both are not fast, and also the shooting is not really good, so I don't want to play with them. We also have Tillman, 79 pace is okay, but also his shooting lacks a bit, and yeah, all the other players are not really much better. So I choose Weah. He feels for me faster than the 85 pace that he has, maybe because he has quick step, I don't know, but yeah, he's playing from the left side, and he did a good job. And then I'm using Pulisic as a striker. I know he is not a striker, but in my opinion, this is the best option in this team, because I already said Pepe and Sargent are slow, and also the shooting stats are worse than Pulisic. Well, 86 pace for a striker is good, shooting is good, passing and dribbling is really nice. He has 4-star skills and 5-star weak foot for a striker. That is really nice to have. It doesn't matter if he's shooting with left or right feet, he can score with both. So definitely my number one striker in this team. All right, then we're going to the tactics. I choose pressure on heavy touch. With a width of 45 and a depth of 60, we are playing really high on the pitch. And for my feeling, this was working the best with all the teams that I played with. Maybe some 5-star teams are better, but especially the 4-star teams or the weaker 5-star, 4.5-star teams. This team felt really amazing with the pressure on heavy touch, really high on the field. All players are really fast, and I don't know if it's true. I don't have any evidence of that, but for my feeling, this was playing the most aggressive teams that I played with this year. They recover the ball really quick back, pressure from lots and lots of players. I do second man press all the time, of course. That will help, of course, but yeah, for me, this felt like one of the best teams to play this kind of football with. So really high on the pitch with 60 depth, not too wide, because then there are wide gaps between your pressing, and then it's easy to play around for your opponent if it's a good opponent. So not too wide, 45 is good. Then we're going to the offense. Build play is long ball, because we are playing with fast players and I want to make them use their pace, making the runs, and we are playing with cams, and in the instructions you can't select the cams to go forward, so we're doing that with the tactics, with the long ball. And yeah, you saw the goals that I scored. It's working really nice. The chance creation is direct passing, the width is 50, place in the box 5 bars, corners, free kicks both 2 bars. Then we're going to the instructions. Goalkeeper for me is default, just like the center backs, also default. The fullbacks, Dest on the right side, he's playing on balanced attack and overlap run type. So he's going forward. Keep in mind, he has a high attacking work rate and a low defensive. So sometimes when you lose the ball, he will not coming back really fast. So keep that a bit in mind. But for me, he is the best option because he has the pace, 85. Passing is nice. Dribbling is really good. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. So that is good as well. And if we're going to the left side, Robinson is a bit faster, but his passing and his dribbling stats are not really good. So what I do with the instructions with Robinson is just stay back while attacking. So he's staying back because if both are going forward, that would be a bit too much. Then you're really weak on the counter attack if you lose the ball. So Robinson is staying back and Dest is going forward. And what I do to cover that, when I'm forward with Dest and I lose the ball, then we have Adams. He's the most defensive midfielder, so he's on stay back while attacking, and make sure that cover wing is on, because if this is on cover center and Dest is forward and you lose the ball, then your whole right side is open for your opponent to counter attack. But if Adams is on cover wing and Dest is going forward, you lose the ball, Adams will cover the space that Dest has left open. So make sure stay back while attacking and cover wing. McKennie, he is default, he's the box-to-box player, I already said that, so default, high work rate, so I don't want to instruct him to do anything else. Then we're going to Musa, get into the box for the cross. Reina is on free roam, and Weah, get onto the box for the cross. Sorry. Pulisic, the last player, he is on getting behind, 86 pace, is nice, making the runs, creating space for all the other players. And yeah, you could pass the ball around, give him through balls. You saw it in the examples that I showed you, that I give him some through balls sometimes. It's working good, and yeah, he is an amazing striker for this team. All right, this is it for me to play with this team the best way, and hopefully if you try it out, it will give you some joy and nice results as well as it gave it to me. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.